Here are the dates you need to know for the NBA. Training camp opens tomorrow, December 1st, with preseason running from December 11th through the 19th. Each team will play at least twice, some teams playing as many as 4 games. The season starts on December 22nd and continues through early March, when there will be an all-star break despite no all-star game. Hannah?
Yeah, unless they have to play makeup games during that time, as we welcome in Brian Windhorst. So, I mean, Brian, listen, this has been crazy times for the NFL, for college football, for college basketball, just games getting canceled constantly with these outbreaks across the country. And over the weekend, the NBA put out their COVID-19 protocols. So we're talking about 450 players who are not going to be in a bubble, the one that was so successful in restarting and finishing the season. What do we need to know about these protocols?
Well, Hannah, the NBA is saying that they are expecting, and it's common sense, that there's going to be positive tests. And they are openly saying that even though there's going to be positive tests, they have no intention of slowing the league down, postponing, or canceling. And they made the decision back in November that they were going to start in individual markets, that the bubble idea was going to be retired for the time being. Now, there are teams that have announced that they're going to start without fans. In fact, the Charlotte Hornets were the latest team to announce that today. But the NBA is going to try to fight through this, going to try to manage this situation, and they are going forward. And they are going to start Christmas week, and they are going to get as many games as possible. And to try to mitigate what you're talking about, they are not going to announce the second half of their schedule until later into 2021, so they can hopefully make up games that they know will probably have to be postponed.
Yeah, and players who test positive could be out as long as 12 days. That's several games in there. It's not just a weekly game like the NFL, so you could perhaps foresee some sort of domino effect. It'll be fascinating to see how that goes as players begin reporting tomorrow. And we have a couple of unresolved stories, really big storylines regarding the Lakers and the Bucks. Let's start in LA with Anthony Davis.
Yeah, how about the two biggest storylines of the NBA offseason? That's Anthony Davis and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Anthony Davis has not signed his contract yet. Training camp starts tomorrow, and it's led people in the league to wonder if he is waiting to see what Giannis does with his contract. The reason this is interesting, Hannah, is that the Lakers only have 2 contracts on their books for next year at just $15 million, because LeBron James has an opt-out clause in his contract. And if Anthony Davis builds his new contract with an opt-out clause, they could have anything on the table. They could go chasing after free agents, whether it's Giannis or not. So definitely keep an eye on that. He's running out of time to sign him. As for Giannis, he returned to Milwaukee from Greece over the weekend, and the expectation that the team has is they will meet with him in the next few days to discuss his contract extension. Now, it's $225 million in 5 years, but he only has until December 21st to make up his mind, and then it goes away until next summer. This is obviously a massive thing, arguably the most important thing in the NBA right now, and Giannis is going to have to address it at some point. It's hanging over the Bucks, but the Bucks are confident he's going to sign it.
Yeah, and speaking of a domino effect, like you said, it could, maybe inform what AD does. And it's hard to believe. I mean, all these things coming so fast and furious. The season actually begins 3 weeks from tomorrow. That's unbelievable. Brian, as always, we appreciate the info. Thank you.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.